Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the Caiden Cowger program, broadcasting from West Virginia. It is great to have you with us. I tell you, I have never seen such a coordinated effort by the mainstream media to take out a Republican presidential candidate. I have to say, I am a tad bit, I'm not shocked, but I'm just amazed at how far they are going to take out the Republican nominee because they do not want this man in the White House and they want to carry Hillary to the presidency. Because what they're trying to do is basically make Donald Trump more undesirable than Hillary Clinton. That's exactly what the mainstream media is going for. So in order to do that, they have brought out all of these various women that have been raped 20 years ago, allegedly, by Donald Trump. Where have they been? Donald Trump's been a public figure for over 20 years. But you have all of these various stories. I was on an airplane. I was here. I was there. And they're making up, because a lot of this stuff that I was reading up here, I mean, it's not rape. A lot of these stories, they're completely blowing out of proportion. Like, for example, they're trying to make Donald Trump out like he's a pedophile. Yeah, the mainstream media so adamantly wants Donald Trump to fail in this election that they're trying to make it out like he's a pedophile. There's a story, several stories from CBS where they are just completely twisting stuff around to make it out like Trump is some type of child molester. That's really what they're going for here. I want you to listen to this, okay? For example, this is the first one that they have up here. Donald Trump said that he would date a 10-year-old girl in 10 years. That's the headline of this thing. Saying he'd date a 10-year-old girl in 10 years, which would mean she'd be 20. But anyway, listen to this. This is what they said. Newly emerged footage from CBS shows Trump talking about a 10-year-old girl's physical appearance, which I did not hear in that audio bit. In the tape, Trump joked, "I'll be dating her in 10 years. Can you believe it?" And that's what they're making a big deal about. Oh, see, he's saying he wanted to date a 10-year-old girl. Was complimenting her. He was sexually attracted to her and said he wanted to date her. That's really what they're going for here. Now, guys, I'm going to play the audio bit here for you, and I want you to listen to it, and you tell me what you think. And then I'll, give you my little, 2 cents on the matter. Listen to this. Okay, this is Donald Trump talking with this girl that's visiting Trump Tower. Go ahead, listen.
Start, and I'm ready.
In the wake of questions and allegations about Donald Trump's behavior towards women, ET discovered this footage in our archive, which we provided to CBS News.
Soon. Thursday night. You're going up the escalator? I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. Can you believe it? Okay.
That was it. That was it. Oh, you're going up the escalator? Yeah, I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. Seriously? Are you kidding me? I mean, what is the big deal? He was just making a little remark. It was innocent from how I took it. I mean, but they're making this a big deal. Donald Trump is a pedophile. This video shows it. Can you believe it? Oh yeah, I'm going to be dating her in 10 years, that little sweetheart. It was innocent. But now everything is sexualized in liberal land. Now, here's another thing. All right, listen to this one. And this truly demonstrates liberal hypocrisy here. Listen to this. Donald Trump allegedly walked in on teen pageant contestants while they were changing. Oh my! 4 women who competed in the 1997 Miss Teen USA beauty pageant have accused Donald Trump of walking into their dressing room while the contestants were changing, BuzzFeed News reported. A former Miss Vermont Teen USA told BuzzFeed News that the contestants, who ranged in age from 14 to 19, were just scrambling to grab whatever garments they had when he walked in. She said, "I remember putting on my dress really quickly because I was like, oh my, you know what, there's a man in here." Trump reportedly responded something along the lines of, "Don't worry, I've seen it all before." That's what they are alleging that he said. So they're throwing that in. See, these are just claims. But here's the thing that I want to make perfectly clear here. Because, I mean, that's what they are saying that he claimed. They don't have any proof of this, other than you have Miss Vermont saying that that's what he said. Miss Vermont. Here's the thing. Donald Trump allegedly was in a girl's fitting room, right? Well, since when, according to the liberal left, is it wrong for a dude to change with girls? I mean, that's what they've been fighting for. For crying out loud, take a look at what they've been doing pertaining to this whole transgender thing in North Carolina. They're wanting to make it so guys can say, "Hey, I feel like a girl today," and walk in to the girls' fitting room. So, perhaps Donald Trump felt like a girl that day. Maybe that's why he walked in there. I mean, it's perfectly permissible for him to walk into a girl's fitting room. Yeah, because Donald Trump felt like a girl at that time. Yeah, simple as that, right? It's really just quite fascinating to see the liberals in their hypocrisy. I mean, fighting for boys' access to the girls' locker room has been a top liberal position, and now all of a sudden they are absolutely criticizing Donald Trump because he walked in, allegedly, on girls changing during a teen pageant contest. So we have that story. Then we have another story of where he allegedly raped this 13-year-old girl. It says a woman has accused Donald Trump of raping her in 1994 when she was just 13 years old, according to BuzzFeed News. Notice how many of these stories are coming from BuzzFeed News. And BuzzFeed News is an organization that makes perfectly clear that they support Democrats. I mean, take a good look at, the whole Obama thing when he was there posing with them, taking selfies. But anyway, listen to this. This is how, and this just demonstrates that all these stories are bogus, meant to take Donald Trump out. Now listen. Trump has denied the rape claims which are being filed in a New York civil court. And listen to how many times they've been filed in that court. The third time. Third time. For 3 times, these claims have been filed. And every time, nope. Not credible. Nope, not credible. Nope. So they're making it out like, oh yeah, he totally raped this girl. Totally raped her. Totally. 3 times they've been thrown out. You want me to tell you what is really going on here? Just to skip over all this drama garbage that's being promoted by the mainstream media. They're trying to make it out like Donald Trump is a rapist, so he can't accuse Bill Clinton of being one. They are trying to accuse Donald Trump of being a rapist. That way, he can't accuse Bill Clinton of being one. That's exactly what they are trying to do. That's what they're going for. If they can make it out like Donald Trump has raped all of these women, then Donald Trump cannot say, hey, you can't vote for Hillary because she's an enabler and she was supporting her husband in all of these rapes that he took part in. Because if they can portray Donald Trump as being a rapist himself, it completely takes that issue off the table. So on top of all that, it also completely destroys his image with the public. Because, I mean, who wants to vote for, a pedophile for president? I mean, that's what they're trying to go for here. That's how desperately Hillary wants the White House. She's willing to go to the extent of accusing her opponent of being a child rapist. I mean, guys, here's the thing. Where have all these women been for the past 20 years? Donald Trump has been a public figure. But now all of a sudden, he's running for the presidency, and we're getting to a few months or a few weeks away from the general election. And all of a sudden, these women are coming out just a few weeks prior to the election saying, Donald Trump is a rapist. You really want me to tell you how I feel about this entire thing? They did the same exact garbage to Herman Cain. Same exact stuff to Herman Cain. Herman Cain was a guy who was extremely intelligent. He was a businessman. He genuinely wanted to bring this country back to the founding principles, truly wanted to fix this country's economy. However, they brought out all these women to come at Herman Cain, and made it out like he was, same thing, this sexual predator, and he ended up dropping out of the race because, as he said on this show, he didn't want to put his family through that. It wasn't worth it. Family over anything else. So that's why he dropped out. And now they're doing the same exact thing to Donald Trump. So this is becoming a regular tactic of the Democratic Party. So here's what I would love to see happen. If these women are truly telling the truth and Donald Trump did in fact rape them, why don't you put them under a lie detector test? If they want us to believe them, fine, go through a lie detector test. Prove that you're not doing it just for political reasons. I mean, wouldn't that be great? Why don't they put them through that? Because if Donald Trump keeps reiterating that he didn't do it, okay, put the women through a lie detector test with somebody that's not actually biased and working for the Clinton campaign. Put those women through a lie detector test and say, hey, they passed it. They passed it. But that's not going to happen. You know why? Because more than likely, those women are just being used as political pawns by Hillary Clinton. Were probably either paid off or just adamant supporters of her. And they want to ensure that Donald Trump does not win the presidency. That's what they're going for. And if they can make it out like Donald Trump is a rapist, then Donald Trump can't accuse Bill Clinton of being one. That's what they're going for there. They want to make it out like Donald Trump is far worse than Bill Clinton, far worse than Hillary Clinton. They're trying to make it out like Donald Trump is deplorable, like he can't be elected to the White House. He cannot win the presidency. This guy is not only a rapist, but he is a pedophile. That's what they're going. That's how low they are going. Even though this rape case has been thrown out, going up for the third time, even though that little audio bit of Donald Trump just jokingly saying, oh, hey, maybe when you're, 10 years older, I'll be dating her. He wasn't meaning that literally. It was a joke. I mean, guys, and then, when you get to the whole walking in to a girl's fitting room during a teen pageant, well, Democrats have been fighting for boys to have access to the girls' locker room for how many years? I mean, it's going beyond that. They want them to have access to the showers. So I guess as long as Donald Trump felt like a girl that day, it's perfectly permissible. So that's what he needs to go with. No, I felt like I was a girl at that time, just for that day. So it's all good. I mean, that's really a vivid demonstration of liberal hypocrisy right there. They made a big deal out of North Carolina passing that bathroom policy, making it so that you had to go in the bathroom of the gender that you were naturally assigned at birth. However, they're making a big deal out of Donald Trump, a guy going into the girls' locker room. Talk about hypocrites, man. Goodness sakes. But see, that's just how they're trying to persuade public perception of everything. This is all just a big political game to them. And that just goes to show you, if they find a problem with a dude going into the girls' fitting room, then they genuinely know that it's not right for boys to have access to girls' locker rooms and be able to shower with them. But now all of a sudden they're such advocates for women's privacy, right? Right, yeah, sure. That's a liberal left for you. Complete hypocrites. But guys, the thing is that I'm reading over all this stuff, and I'm sure, I'm really sure that if this stuff were true, it would have come out a long time ago. I mean, people would have made known that this was an issue quite some time ago. I just have a very difficult time coming to the realization all of a sudden, with just a few weeks left before the election, that these women were genuinely taken advantage of by Donald Trump. I think it's just a big tactic by the Democratic Party to make Trump look bad so they can win the White House. Because Bill Clinton is a rapist, they have to make it out like Donald Trump is one, so he can't use that argument against Bill and Hillary.
Fighting liberalism one lie at a time.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 800-824-9762. Again, 800-824-9762. That's 800-824-9762. 800-824-9762.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls, start saving thousands in interest and fees, and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1132. 800-826-1132. That's 800-826-1132. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, student loan debt, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody
we have
had
all
to
this
say
stuff
it.
going on Donald Trump right now, and I tell you guys, I'm sorry, I just don't believe a lot of these reports that are out there. I do not believe it, because if this were an issue, it would have come out a lot sooner than right now. They were what were they waiting for Donald Trump to get the nomination? Because I'll tell you exactly what happened with that NBC thing. Why Ted Cruz even asked the question, why didn't you release that audio bit of Donald Trump talking about women that way from 2005 in the primaries? Well, it's simple. They knew Donald Trump was going to get the nomination, and they wanted Hillary to win, so all of a sudden they released it. Now, here's another thing that I want to ask you. Can you imagine what Hillary Clinton says off camera? I mean, we already have seen what she says through emails. Can you imagine what she says off camera? Guys, I'm sorry, but Hillary Clinton is far worse than Donald Trump could ever be. She is. She has way more foreign investments. She will destroy the United States economy even more. And like I said on the last show and the show before that, and I will keep saying all the way to Election Day, if Hillary Clinton becomes the next president of the United States, the Constitution will be equivalent to toilet paper. It will be equivalent to toilet paper. Because if Hillary gets in there, she's going to appoint Supreme Court justices that believe in the flexibility of the wording in the Constitution. What that means is that the wording in the Constitution, according to liberals, all the words were designed to be flexible, meaning that there is no meaning to any of the words in the Constitution. They evolve over a period of time. They were designed to be elastic, to fit with the time period. No, that's why we have a thing called the amendment process, which involves Congress, involves, the actual elected officials to change it. The founders created that so it could be changed that way. It could be reviewed by our elected officials and then changed by doing that process. Okay? That's why we have an amendment process. Now, here's the thing. Liberals believe that, no, you don't have to have an amendment process for the wording in the Constitution to change. It can evolve with the times. Well, that's what Hillary Clinton wants to put in there, a justice that holds those beliefs. So guess what that means? That means that you could get a justice on there that believes, hey, you know what, regarding the Second Amendment, back then they only had muzzle loaders, so that means that all Americans are only entitled to have a muzzle loader. They don't go according to original intent. They don't go according to rationale and common sense. Because if we go to what the founder said, free people ought to be armed, free people ought not only to have sufficient arms and ammunition to maintain, or they should have sufficient arms and ammunition to maintain a status of independence for many who might attempt to abuse them, which would include their own government, George Washington. Free people, or the biggest reason for people to retain the right to keep and bear arms is as a last resort to protect themselves against tyranny and government, Thomas Jefferson. They don't look at that. What they look at is, times were different back then. The founders never could envision an AR-15. No, what was the reason for the Second Amendment? The reason why the founders created the Second Amendment is because the Redcoats had disarmed the colonists. And that's what they used to take away their rights, because without firearms, you have no way of defending yourself. So a tyrannical government can just sweep right in and take away all your rights. And the founders did not want that to happen, so they created the Second Amendment, not to go duck hunting, but to defend yourselves against a potentially tyrannical government that would form in the future. That's why the founders created the Second Amendment. Okay? So what does that mean? That means that we should have access to sufficient arms and ammunition. Why? To maintain a status of independence for many who might attempt to abuse them, which would include their own government. So what does that mean? That means that we have access. We have the right to have access to sufficient arms and ammunition to avoid a tyrannical government oppressing us. So if all of a sudden that's changed by the liberal Supreme Court via the justices that Hillary would appoint, our rights go away. Freedom of speech? No, that's really insignificant. Freedom of speech, that doesn't mean anything. If it's hateful, then that shouldn't be a freedom. Implement the fair and balanced thing again. So people like me can't be on the radio. I mean, everything's almost state-run anyway. Take a good look at the mainstream media right now. They're all in, the support team of Hillary Clinton. They're all on board for Hillary. The mainstream media is adamantly working to ensure that Hillary gets the presidency. And the only thing that is left for conservatives, well, two things. You have, conservative websites out there, which if that goes to the UN, those go away. And you have conservative talk radio, this show. That's it. And other than that, we have nothing. Nothing. Few publications, but that can be done away with too. And publications aren't even mainstream because they're publications. They're not in every gas station, or booths aren't set up, or newspaper booths aren't set up around the country anymore. So yeah, you don't have that. You have internet, you have radio, and that's it. And what do liberals have? They have internet, they have TV, they have all that. So, guys, what you really have to understand here is that if Hillary Clinton wins the presidency, the Constitution will become worthless because she will appoint Supreme Court justices that view the Constitution as being worthless. There's no sense in studying the founding intent. There's no sense in studying the founding principles. There's no sense in studying any historical significance pertaining to the Constitution. It's all dependent on modern day society because that's how it was written. That's what they believe. It's completely false. It's not the way that the Constitution was written, because if that's the way that you look at legal documents, then legal documents mean absolutely nothing. If words mean nothing, then what's the sense of even having a document? And that'll be the next argument. Once they completely manipulate the Constitution into being worthless, that'll be the next argument. Well, it's worthless. Why even have it? Why even have that there? Just get rid of it all. We are in trouble. We are in desperate trouble if Donald Trump does not become the next president of the United States. Because at least Donald Trump, I don't care what your opinion may be of the man, one thing that Donald Trump will do is appoint conservative justices to the Supreme Court. I genuinely think that he will. He will appoint justices like Antonin Scalia. Hillary Clinton has even acknowledged that reality, that Donald Trump will appoint conservative justices. That's imperative that we get the court because power will be given back to the states. If Hillary Clinton gets it, all the states' power will be stripped away, and I'm going to be honest with you, you might be looking at a civil war. It would not surprise me if this country would break out into civil war under a Clinton regime administration. I'm just saying it like it is. It really would not surprise me. I'm not advocating for one. I'm just telling you that it would not surprise me because this country is so divided right now. People are disgusted with their rights being trampled upon, and it might come down to that. It would not shock me. But all I know is that we are in trouble if Hillary becomes the next president. And you had better turn off the mainstream media and make sure that people know the truth. Because the media is all working for Hillary Clinton. All of them are. NBC, CBS, Fox News. With the exception of Sean Hannity and Bill O'Reilly. The overwhelming majority of them are working for the Democrats. CBS, NBC, MSNBC, CNN, all of them. Glenn Beck, that's a shocker, isn't it? Glenn Beck, yeah, he said that it's morally A-OK to vote for Hillary Clinton, but not Donald Trump. Glenn Beck even endorsed Hillary. He's saying, oh, it was an endorsement, but yeah, it was. He's just a pawn that is telling people, hey, don't vote for Hillary, or don't vote for Donald Trump. You can vote for Hillary, but not Trump. Look at what he did to Ted Cruz. That guy wasn't Ted Cruz's friend. Cruz was naive and thought he was, but no, he wasn't.
Some say he's the next Rush Limbaugh.
I tell you, this kid's got 90% of Rush's venom with only 10% of the biomass.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls, start saving thousands in interest and fees, and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1132. 800-826-1132. That's 800-826-1132. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 800-824-9762. Again, 800-824-9762. That's 800-824-9762. 800-824-9762.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. 4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, student loan debt, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to the WCNR News Network, where America comes to talk.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the Caiden Cowger program. Great to have you with us. So, I have a headline here. This is from Bloomberg. It says, it's official. Americans are stressed out. It is driving Americans nuts. And it's the oldest among us who are suffering the most. Listen to this. This is from Bloomberg. There's good news for Americans who find themselves waking up in a cold sweat at 3 a.m. to check the latest polls. You're not alone. More than half of you, on both sides of the aisle, say that the 2016 election is a major source of stress, according to a new survey from the American Psychological Association. Yeah, no kidding. Historically, work, money, and the economy are the top three, said clinical psychologist Lynn Bufuka. That's what her name is. Part of the APA's Stress in America team, which has been conducting surveys of what freaks us out the most for 10 years. Now it's right up there. Who's stressing the election? Democrats are at 60%. Republicans are at 55%. Interesting. Huh. That's interesting. Listen to this. In addition to the overall persuasiveness of the news about the presidential election, nonstop coverage for more than a year now, that woman who is this psychologist cites several potential reasons why Americans are more worried about this election. To start, there's a tenure of the campaigns, which are arguably more negative than any other in modern-day history. In general, she said humans like harmony. Not a lot of that going on this year. Now, here's the thing. It shows here, because I'm looking at the results, you have like 58% of Democrats that are stressed out, and you have 55% of Republicans stressed out. So you have more Democrats that are stressed out about this upcoming election than Republicans. Maybe they have something more to stress out about. It really would be interesting if even after all this, Donald Trump still wins. Now here's another thing that we have here. Take a good look at this one. Oldest Americans are the most worried about the election, but the second are the millennials. My generation. My generation is greatly concerned about this upcoming election. The oldest, the matures, are approaching 60%. Baby boomers are at 50%. Generation Xers are at 45%, and millennials are at 55%. So the boomers are at 50%. Millennials are at 55%. So they are the second under the matures, which are like 59%, somewhere around there. So that's interesting. It really is. And that's from Bloomberg News. So Americans are increasingly worried about this election, and they should be. Because, I mean, guys, this nation is just completely going down the wrong road. And we have John Voight that is giving his opinion on this entire matter. And he was doing this little video thing, promoting Trump on YouTube. And according to what we have here from Real Clear Politics, John Voight said that we were once a country of freedom and now are becoming a country of tyranny. Here is John Voight. Go ahead and listen to this.
My dear fellow Americans, we are all feeling tremendous anxiety with only a few weeks left to the election. This will be the most important election in American history. We were once a country of freedom, and now we're becoming a country of tyranny. We are witness to our own people burning down and looting our cities. Ferguson, Missouri, Milwaukee, Orlando, Florida, Baltimore. We are all witness to our own people killing our policemen. Islamic terrorists have killed thousands of people all over our country, and Hillary and Obama want to be politically correct and pretend all the killings are not happening. How many Americans are aware of George Soros, an evil man who turned hundreds of Jewish people over to the Nazis to be exterminated during World War II? He was interviewed on 60 Minutes and was asked, does he feel guilty for what he has done. And arrogantly he said, absolutely not. If I didn't do it, someone else would have. Soros is a billionaire who made most of his money manipulating currencies and almost bankrupting many countries. He supports hate groups who are responsible for taking down our cities. And he is a close friend of Hillary Clinton and a major supporter of her campaign. Robert De Niro is a millionaire, as are so many of our Hollywood stars who are voting for Hillary, and who have absolutely no tolerance for anyone of a different opinion, forgetting that that is what our country is founded on, freedom of choice. But they will not be affected by Hillary's open borders. Only our poor and middle class will suffer. Thousands of refugees will flood our nation, and no one will know the good guys from the bad guys. It will kill our economy, which is at an all-time low now under the years of Obama's presidency. And Hillary boasts of how proud she will be to continue Obama's legacy. No one can afford health insurance now. Prices for health care have gone through the roof, thanks to Obamacare. Our once reasonable health care is gone. With Hillary as president, we will lose our Second Amendment with our right to bear arms. Freedom of religion will be attacked.
Exactly what I said.
And Hillary will try to stop all conservative voices on TV and radio. Our highest courts will become socialist. And she will restrict what America was founded on, our freedom to become a small business owner and pursue our own personal dreams. She has blood on her hands from the Benghazi terrorist raid. 4 of our American patriots died. And when the parents stood over their loved ones' coffins, she lied to them about the cause of their sons' deaths. The pendulum of freedom is not balanced. Hillary and her followers are on a crude campaign to stop and degrade all of Trump's followers. Her words were echoed loud and clear for all Americans to hear. Hillary said, Trump's followers are a basket of deplorables. They are unredeemable. May God protect the real truth. And may Donald Trump win this presidency. He will save our America, and he will certainly make it great again. Thank you.
That was John Voight. John Voight. It's pretty good, wasn't it? We were once a country of freedom, and we're now becoming a country of tyranny. Do you guys see why we need Donald Trump to be elected as president of the United States? Do you see that? Because let me tell you something. I mean, we broadcast South Carolina. We broadcast in Florida. Florida is going to be an upcoming state, swing state. Not sure which direction it's going to go. Let me explain something to you guys down in Florida. Do you value the Constitution? I want all of you to ask yourselves that question. Do you value the Constitution? Do you think that the Constitution is an important document? Because if you do, you cannot support Hillary Clinton, and you have to vote for Donald Trump. Even if you don't like Trump, vote for him as an alternative. Vote for him as the alternative to Hillary Clinton. Vote for him to save the Constitution of the United States. Because if Hillary is appointed, she will appoint justices that do not value our rights and will trample upon them. For crying out loud, the woman wants to hold gun manufacturers accountable for people that are murdered with their firearms. She said that multiple times. She wants to hold the ballistic companies, the people that supply the bullets, that produce the bullets. She wants to hold them accountable. So in other words, let's say that I also, regarding gun manufacturers, let's say that I would murder somebody with a Smith & Wesson, okay? Smith & Wesson is held accountable for my actions. That's just like somebody stabbing someone else with a Wolfgang Puck knife and then Wolfgang Puck being held accountable for that murder that took place, for that stabbing. It's so stupid, but that's what Hillary wants to do. She wants to disarm the United States. What do you think that means, hold gun manufacturers accountable? It means that she wants to destroy the gun industry, which means if the gun industry is destroyed, that's right, we have absolutely no access to firearms. And that's what she wants. You guys have to see through this. I plead with you. You have to see through it. We cannot afford 4 years of Hillary Clinton. It will be a miracle if we make it through it.
Caiden Cowger. Keeping America straight.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
If you've ever been looking for a way to invest your money, gold can be a very good investment. Let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is one of the best companies in the business dealing with gold and other precious metals. They have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and can offer spectacular information on investing in gold. All you have to do is call 1-800-932-4108, and they will give you the knowledge that you need to make an investment. Even if you've just been curious about purchasing gold, this is a great group that can provide you with reliable information. Call 1-800-932-4108 and also ask them about some of their ebooks, such as 10 Shocking Reasons Why You Should Buy Gold and the Definitive Gold Guide. These resources are great for anyone, especially those that are just curious about investing. Call 1-800-932-4108. And some of their products that they offer are quite amazing. I mean, they have the gold bars, they have the gold coins, but they also have this thing called a Valcambi bar. And this is basically just a little bar about the size of a credit card that can fit into your wallet, made up of little grams of gold. So anytime that you just want a gram of gold, you just break one of them off. It's really quite neat. So by all means, contact our friends at Capital Gold Group. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. Once again, that is 1-800-932-4108.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls, start saving thousands in interest and fees, and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1132. 800-826-1132. That's 800-826-1132. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, student loan debt, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to the WCNR News Network, where America comes to talk.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, guys, so Donald Trump was at a campaign event, and it was in West Palm Beach, and he stated that the Clinton campaign completely controls the corporate media. And you should have heard MSNBC. They were saying this was one of the most hateful speeches that Donald Trump has ever made. But it's all true. And you know why it was so hateful to the mainstream media? It's because it hit him right between the eyes, and it was absolutely right on. Because he stated that basically the mainstream media in this country is completely state-run. We are equivalent almost to the news agencies in North Korea, because all that the mainstream media does in this country is defend the Democratic Party. We do not have news channels anymore. All that we have are Democratic propaganda channels. All they do is produce liberal agitprop. That's it. There's no fair and balanced about it. But Donald Trump truly highlighted this at his campaign rally in West Palm Beach. Go ahead and listen to this.
Powerful weapon deployed by the Clintons is the corporate media, the press. Let's be clear on one thing. The corporate media in our country is no longer involved in journalism.
Yep.
They're a political special interest, no different than any lobbyist or other financial entity with a total political agenda, and the agenda is not for you, it's for themselves.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
And their agenda is to elect crooked Hillary Clinton.
Yep.
At any cost, at any price, no matter how many lives they destroy.
Yep.
For them, it's a war. And for them, nothing at all is out of bounds. This is a struggle for the survival of our nation. Believe me. And this will be our last chance to save it on November 8th. Remember that.
That was Donald Trump speaking in West Palm Beach. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you the way that it is. We are in an informational war with the mainstream media. We are in an informational war with the mainstream media. Our rights are being stripped away. The media is completely on board with the Democratic Party. They are completely defending them every step of the way. And they are spreading falsehoods. They are lying to us. They are doing everything that they can to ensure that Hillary Clinton wins the White House. Because if a Republican had the background that Hillary Clinton has, pertaining to all the corruption, all of the scandals, all of the mysterious deaths that happen everywhere that she walks, you know for a fact that the mainstream media would be talking about that stuff on a daily basis. They would have a field day with it. But one video that comes out 2005, they make a huge deal about it. And they milk it for all that it's worth. Guys, you have to be able to see through it. And you have to make the decision, I'm done listening to the media in this country. They are absolutely worthless. They are not interested in informing me anymore. They are interested in deceiving me to vote for the candidates that they want. And those candidates, in almost every circumstance, are members of the Democratic Party. They are a Democratic propaganda group. That's all that the mainstream media is in this country anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for listening to us. For more information on the Caiden Cowger program, go to CaidenCowgerProgram.com. For the latest news exposing the left, go to CowgerNation.com. Thank you. God bless. God save this nation.